Welcome to the Home Inspector Marketing Podcast. Because you're a home inspector looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line, you are in the right place. For additional training resources on how you can grow your home inspection business, go to microreturns.com right now. And now, here's the podcast.
Hi, this is Mike Crow, and I run a home inspection business. In fact, I've run a couple of home inspection businesses. The true joy for me, though, has been helping literally thousands of home inspectors build really solid home inspection businesses as well. We can help a single-man operation be able to do over $300,000 a year, maybe all the way up to $400,000 a year as a single inspector operation. Even better for me is the 80-plus companies that we have helped be able to build million-dollar home inspection businesses. I would like to help you be able to do the same thing.
Today we're listening to a presentation Mike gave in 2017. In this section, he'll talk about the biggest key to success that 95% of people ignore. As always, if you have any questions for Mike or want to know how we can help you grow your business, you can email us at hello@coachblueprint.com.
So here's the secret. Implementation is the key to success. You should write that word down at the top of your page, implementation. Because one of the biggest mistakes people get when they come here is they think they're coming for more information. And you're going to get some incredible information. But the information is not the secret. The secret is implementation. You've got to learn to stay focused on doing it. So you'll learn this week how to make that happen more. So here's some thoughts from the book, I Dare You. I dare you to play bigger. The biggest secret of successful people, number one, is that they help other people. The reason this community succeeds and just continues to grow, the reason that happens is because they help other people. And they thrive by giving their experience to other people. So one of your most valuable possessions are those which can be shared without lessening you. In fact, when you share it, it actually multiplies you. It helps take you to the whole next level. So one of the other big things is, one of the priceless few, you have to basically start your own little crusade. What is your why? What makes you tick? And I will tell you that if your why is more than just your family, if your why includes other people, helping other people succeed, you become more powerful. And it's one of the biggest secrets out there. So once you dare, you stop kind of drifting with the crowd. And there's something I want to share with you real quick. Something that has been, I discovered in this book, and you'll see it more as well. But there's something I'm calling the 95% problem, okay? The 95% problem. So what you'll find is that 95% of people are right here. Now, some of you right now are in that 95%, okay? This is the crowd. I actually told some of our people, because we had about 30 members show up in Inspection World, and I had breakfast with them, and I told them, I said, you were surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of home inspectors. They had a great show. They did a lot of wonderful people there. I said, but you have one major problem. This is the 95%. And you're going to ask people, should I do this? Should I do that? And they're going to tell you, no, don't be silly. Don't waste your money on that. See, the problem is you could say no 95 times before you get to the right people that are building really solid companies to actually say, duh, do that. Here's the challenge. It's easy to stay here. And it's uphill to get to be the 4%ers. Okay? And the 1%ers. It's uphill. Which way do you think people travel naturally? Okay? Do they travel naturally uphill or downhill? Do you want to be going downhill or uphill? See, it sounds silly, right? I just asked you a question and your brain said downhill. You cannot let your brain control you. You have to tell your brain, no, we're going uphill. Do you understand that? Because your brain wants you to take the easy route. And I'll tell you why here in a second. So multiply your daring by 100-fold by sharing its fruits with other people. This is important. This may be one of those writer-downers. I want you to take a few notes because I'm going to tell you, taking notes puts it in the brain differently. And I'm trying to point out, like this one. You probably should write this one down. So the line of least resistance makes crooked rivers and crooked men. Do you get that? The least resistance creates crooked men and crooked rivers. All right? Old ways require basically no effort. Now, I want you to be your best all the time. But as I went to every meeting last night, one of the things I said was, I want you to have your best year every year moving forward. Anybody have a problem with that? Of course not. But is that uphill or downhill? It's uphill. And you'll be surprised at some point, if I'm sitting on that motorcycle and I'm pointed downhill and I turn the engine off, at some point I'm sliding downhill. I have to give it power and I have to be pointed in the right direction because it does not have reverse on it. I have to be pointed in the right direction before I can go uphill. And heaven help you if you have no power behind it and you're trying to push it uphill by yourself. You should have seen us trying to get it on the stage last night. So you have to face problems aggressively. And when you face them aggressively, they're half solved. So how to dare? In a moment, right now, it's necessary to agree that living aggressively changes everything. How many of you are willing to admit right now you have to push uphill if you want to succeed? How many of you are in with that? The rest of the world is going to tell you the opposite. The 95% are going to tell you you don't have to do that. Don't fall into that trap. Okay? So I'm daring you to think bigger, to act bigger, and be bigger. I promise you a richer life and a more exciting life. I loved it when Rob said up there, someone said before him, I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. And then Rob says, but it will be worth it. And their lives have been enriched in so many ways, and they have enriched so many other people's lives because they're willing to push uphill all the time. Okay? Others will step aside for you because you are now a crusader. Even better people will want to come join you and help others as well. Other people will help you when they understand what you're trying to accomplish. So true, there's going to be moments of weakness and depression and laziness, but it's time for battle, so it requires one really constructive step forward. I have moments of weakness. I have moments of depression. And I definitely have moments of laziness. Okay? Hogan's Heroes, yes. But I want you to understand that if you have the right people around you encouraging you, you snap out of that. There was one day I was standing there just looking at the microwave in our kitchen, and Susan looked over me and went, what's wrong with you? And I said, you know what? I am just tired of some of the bickering and the backbiting that's going on in our industry. And I'm just tired of it. I'm thinking about just writing it all off. And she looked at me and she said, stop it. This is your ministry. Now go help people. You know, when you say it that way, kind of makes sense, but I want you to understand you've got to take that one forward step, that one swift constructive action to knock you out of that little loop sometimes that we all get in. And I want you to know I'm not immune to it, okay?
We hope you enjoyed the podcast, and as a friendly reminder, if you're looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line as a home inspector, go to microreturns.com right now.